The Twin Valley Locker Room Show takes you inside of Clay Center Tiger Wrestling. The Twin Valley Locker Room Show is powered by Pulse Internet. All your devices, one superior connection. And we're joined by the head coach of the Clay Center Tiger Wrestling program, Brandon Pigorsch, coming off of a great performance. Actually, the last two tournaments you guys have been a part of, winning in Marion and then going to Harrington and taking fourth out of 17 teams. I guess first talk about going into the break with the big victory at Marion and winning that duels tournament.
Yeah, definitely exciting weekend for us there. Wrestled Thursday at Wamego and won that league duel, and then the next day traveled down to Marion and Hillsboro dual tournament and had 16 teams there. Was in a pool competition, duels, and won our pool. Was able to beat the number 4 ranked team in 3-2-1A in Fredonia. So good victories there, and then advanced into the championship bracket and was able to beat the number 2 3-2-1A team in Minneapolis, and then go on to the finals and beat 4A Clearwater, who beat the number 4 4A team in the round before that. So a great weekend for the kids. The dual competition was exciting. Fans got into it, and the kids, it was good to see them feed off of each other's success and, fight for each other. And as a coach, going into that break, that was something that was a good thing for us, and we were able to kind of build off of and continue with as the semester, the new semester begins. So
yeah, you go into 2019 off the win at Marion, and then you open up with a new event for the Tigers. Certainly not new for Coach Pigorsch. He went back to his old stomping grounds at Harrington. I guess first, what was it like to walk back in that building and onto that mat that you spent so much time on?
It was special. You kind of, it brings up some memories, good and bad both. Being a competitor in that tournament and just growing up in that community, lots of good changes have taken place within the school, the facilities, and that tournament's really grown. So to go back there and to be able to compete was special in itself, and then to take my kids there and kind of see my name on the record wall still a couple times hanging on there, and then just take them to where I practiced and show them that it was cool. And the kids wrestled well there. It was a day I thought we could have done better. I thought we could have probably finished second, but we were in the top 5 in a pretty good field of teams, and had some kids come away with individual championships. I told them that was something that I never accomplished myself. I was second there 4 times, lost to the same guy. So a few of the kids were able to come away with some championships over the weekend and build their records. And some other kids had some positives. We had a lot of firsts over the weekend for our team. Some kids picking up their first varsity win. They got to step in from the JV side to varsity, as well as some of the JV kids got to compete as well and win some matches. So overall, good weekend.
Yeah, Rhett Coppice, Reed Knitter, both brought home those titles you talked about. You had a couple of second-place finishes and a couple of fourth-place finishes, and a fourth place as a team, and some new teams to see that a lot of times you don't get the opportunity during what has been your regular season.
Right. We got to see some teams from further down south. Got to wrestle Chapman again, which we only see them in the first duel of the season. So sometimes you don't wrestle your best that first night out. So to get to wrestle a team again and maybe avenge a loss or just improve on a victory is positive for our kids. And so yeah, it was a good weekend for us.
Let's talk about what's coming up this week. You have the Marysville Bulldogs in the Den Thursday night. Really strong program that they've developed and continued to thrive. Be a good matchup for you guys coming off 2 really good performances.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. A little banged up, but that's kind of 'tis the season. So we'll be battling that probably throughout the end. But the ultimate goal is to get everyone healthy. So we'll bring the best team that we have into the competition against Thursday against number 1 ranked Marysville and see what we can do. I know we can. We'll challenge them, all the way through, but. I think that we can definitely come away with some victories and hopefully still a couple that avenge a couple of losses from earlier in the season and still a couple matches in the duel.
Okay, Tiger Talk, Coach Pigorsch, before we let you go. The new year is here. First off, did you make it to midnight on New Year's Eve?
I did this year. It was not easy, but I did.
The kids got to bed or stayed up with you?
Oh, no, the kids were asleep well before the new year.
Okay, do you make New Year's resolutions?
Not really. No. I kind of look at, I do a lot of, I think, resolutions for other people in terms of goal setting and helping my student athletes. So in terms of myself, no. I look every day to try to be a better person, to try to make improvements. But, Sometimes we come through with that, and sometimes we fall short. So, but no, I'm not a big resolution guy.
Then I won't even ask what resolutions you made for 2019. I do know this much: the Tigers on a roll going into the new year, and hopefully a good performance Thursday night against Marysville. Only 2 chances to see the Tigers at home remaining on the schedule. So if you can get out and support them, it's a great opportunity. They'll start around 6:30, depending on how many exhibition matches they have. But the varsity will get started around that 6:30 time. We'll have it on KCLY as well. Coach, as always, really appreciate the time.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Rocky.
Coach Brandon Pigorsch and Tiger Wrestling on the Twin Valley Locker Room Show.